Right guys, I have some potential bad news regarding the iPhone 14 series, and that's price hikes coming to this year's iPhones. And so let's delve into this report, but first, make sure to like and subscribe for the latest Apple news and rumours. And with that being said, let's just tuck in. Right, so why are we seeing price hikes? Well, a few months ago there were reports regarding TSMC increasing their prices of their chips, and this would be going into effect in 2022. Now, this report actually came out a week or so before the release of the iPhone 13 series, and a ton of reports were assuming this would affect the iPhone 13 series and we would see price hikes this year. Obviously now we know that was not the case, and to be honest, I kinda knew this would be the case because the report did specifically mention this would be going into effect in Jan of 2022, and of course the iPhone 13s began mass production in May of 2021, so that is way before these price hikes. And yes, I'm aware that as these price hikes go into effect, the iPhone 13 would still be in mass production, but do note, Apple never increases prices midway through the iPhone refresh, and so if it does get more expensive to build these iPhones, Apple's just going to soak up the cost. In fact, I doubt the iPhone 13s are going to be affected by these price hikes because do remember that Apple locks in component prices for the whole year before they decide on the final price. And well, since TSMC and Apple are best buds, I'm sure they're going to honour this contract and keep prices the same for the iPhone 13 series. But obviously this won't last forever, and so I do think the price hikes should be going into effect for the A16 chips we're going to see with the iPhone 14. Now, in case you're wondering why we're seeing price hikes with these chips, do remember there is a chip shortage, and so it's now way more expensive to build these chips. Anyways, because the iPhone 14 series has yet to enter mass production, and these price hikes are going into effect in Jan, I'm pretty sure we're going to see price hikes with the iPhone 14 series. Now, as to how much more expensive, I think we can expect a price hike of around $100. And yes, I know that any price hike is bad news, but to be honest, I can see Apple justifying this through the other changes they're going to give us with the iPhone 14. For example, the hole punch display on the front, that's going to be a massive change, and to many consumers, that could justify the price hike. Also, we're seeing titanium on the Pros, a new 48 megapixel main sensor, a new regular max size. I'm sure I'm forgetting something, but I think you guys get my point. As bad as a price hike is, I think Apple can justify giving us one with the iPhone 14 series. But then again, there is a chance Apple lowers their profit margins and actually keeps prices relatively the same, because do remember the iPhone 13 Pro is more expensive to make, and yet we saw no price hike, and so maybe Apple's fine with thinner profit margins if it means they have more competitive pricing. Since of course, unlike other manufacturers, Apple doesn't just rely on hardware sales, they have a huge services business, and so the money they lose on their hardware can easily be made up through the plethora of services many of you guys are paying to use. So yes, I do think there's been a slight change in Apple's business model, and they're way more focused on making the iPhones more accessible and of course allowing more customers to use their services and make them recurring income. Anyways, tell me your thoughts guys. Do you see a price hike coming to the iPhone 14 series or not? Anyways, thank you for watching guys. Make sure to like and subscribe for the latest Apple news and rumours. Check out the video in the card above on details regarding the iPhone SE 3, and on that note, I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya peeps!